especially coffee people from around the world. And I thought we'd take you on a little bit tour again this morning to go see what there is to see. Let me turn this around, and we're now on one of the aisles looking at different stuff. This is a place called Created. They do ceramics and kind of cups and stuff like that. And the DJ is here to make some music. Here's some cups. They're making espresso drinks. Look at that. Fanciness. Fancy. Acaia, the scale people are here with some boots. How's it going? Good morning. Is there anything new in the world of Acaia this year? Oh, what do we have new?
This scale right here is called the Umbra Lunar.
Umbra Lunar? Oh,
Yeah.
Umbra Lunar. Okay.
And you'll notice that it's the same form factor as our lunar scales.
Okay.
It's also just as precise and just as quick as responsive.
Okay.
You'll also notice it doesn't have a display.
Right.
So the idea here is that it's able to borrow the display of any Acaia products it already has. Currently, it's limited to the Pearl, but we want to eventually extend to our entire product line. You can also connect with the phone. What that enables us to do is offer this scale, or an espresso scale, at a lower price point without sacrificing any of the things that we're buying.
Oh, so over $100 difference.
It's almost 50% less.
Wow. Yeah, because it's $250 for the regular.
For the traditional lunar and $135 for the Umbra Lunar.
Okay.
And you can see there's a couple ways you can use it. You can use it in this mode where there's dual weight mode. If you want to go ahead and lift that up, you can see how responsive it is.
Oh,
and
wow.
You put that back on and it's just gonna, and then same, you've got that on this side. And then there's also this other mode if you need a timer, where it's going to basically steal the display when it senses a change. So if I pick this up, it's gonna come over here and show what's over here. I'm tearing over here. If you pick that one up over there, it's going to switch the display over to what's going on.
Oh, and it says Umbra, so you'll know what's
And you can even hear there's a little bit of a chirp, and the
Yes.
chirp up means that it's going to the Umbra, and the chirp, like the tone going down, is going to the Pearl.
So what is this addressing? Where have your customers been saying, hey, this is the new, and this is where we need to come? Oh, it's just affordability. Okay.
I put one of my pocket the other day and I completely melted.
15+ years.
I don't know if you're aware of
And one of the things that I always wanted to do was bring in
the reputation of
possible
this
bringing
company.
on the
It's like,
scale. Being able to weigh your shots is always great. Having the most precision
I had
and
somebody
consistency that you can
like I went
throughout
through
the day is super helpful as a barista.
I was like,
But on the other side, explaining to someone that
what are you doing though?
yes, these are serviceable, yes, these could be a buy-it thing, but they're still $250 can be a hard conversation.
Okay.
This makes that conversation a lot easier. Most cafes
Oh, I see.
are going to have a Pearl scale, or maybe they have one lunar and they want a second lunar, or even they have the orbit and they want a grind by weight scale. This just makes it easier for folks in a way that we've made the technology consistent enough that you're not sacrificing.
Okay. So,
These are paired.
Okay.
So anytime you turn this on or this on,
They
they're
both
connecting to each other.
I see.
So if you've got 3 Pearl scales, it's not going to try to connect to the one over there. It's always going to connect to this one. And that also enables it to stay connected and get connected.
I see. And can you do multiples of Umbras to a Pearl right now,
We're
or?
keeping it to one.
Okay.
Obviously the one thing that you're going to run into is that without a display, the more complicated you can make it, there is potential for confusion and repair. With this setup, it's very straightforward and very intuitive. When you start adding more scales, it's like, well, how are you indicating that that's the Umbra?
Right.
And you're also potentially compromising that response.
And what kind of distance can they operate?
That's a really good question. It's based on the Bluetooth protocol. It's
Okay.
the most up-to-date.
So Bluetooth, it could be 30 feet.
Okay, amazing.
Wow, okay.
The biggest limitation is that you're going to want to see this display.
Oh.
So you might have an edge case where you want someone to be able to use the scale over there and see the information.
Nice.
Right.
You're usually going to want to keep them pretty close together, but yeah.
Okay. Now, now you said it's only with the Pearl.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a plan to upgrade the other systems, or? Okay.
We're really proud of how we support all of our products. Not only are we going to support the Lunar and the Orbit, but we want to support the original Pearl from 2014. We want to support the original Lunar. anyone that has an Acaia.
Can those be updated, the original ones,
Yes,
to
so
do this?
This is
Oh.
literally just the Pearl that's on the market now, and they released a firmware update on Thursday.
Okay,
So
okay.
now anyone that has the Pearl 2021, the one with the USB-C charging, if you get the new firmware on there, you can use those limit.
Oh, nice, nice.
We the point is to make it more accessible. We're not trying to get you to buy more things you don't need.
Right,
We're
right.
just trying to help you meet a need if you have it.
Awesome, awesome. All right, excellent.
Oh, it is. It's great.
Thank you, Dean. I appreciate it.
What's your name?
I'm Jay.
Jay, nice to meet
Pleasure.
you.
Thank you. You too. Well, that seems kind of interesting.
Yeah. Who isn't a barista?
Ooh, there's some buttons.
Yeah.
Look, there's a little.
Yeah. We're not doing it.
Let's take one of these. So this is the Orbit grinders. Orbit grinders. Very nice, very nice. And these are bean dosing Orions. Nice. How's it going? All right. Oh, Tiger's here with their. We looked at that last year. Their Symphonista, which I thought was kind of interesting. Tearing over papers in case you want to do any kind of packaging of your coffees into packages. Grinding. Oh, big grinders. Big grinders. Colombini. The sloper. Oh, there's Anita. Hi, Anita.
Hey.
How are you? It is. It is.
When I see your face,
Yeah.
I know
I'm good. Everyone's going well. So tell us about your. Oh, I love it. I love it. Tell us what's going on with slow pour.
Well, we have a full lineup of demonstrators.
Okay.
And we're also making some shirts.
What?
Shirts.
Shirts. Oh.
We're making shirts.
Oh, you're making shirts. Oh, wow.
Oh, we make some bags.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
Yeah, different type of things, but they are all the design.
Ah.
Different products that we have.
Oh, beautiful.
Very, yeah, and we distribute. So, for example, we do a lot of
Nice.
origami.
Right, right.
WPM. We have
So what's the deal? I've seen a few people use it. What's the deal with this? What's the?
design
Oh, you designed this. Okay, awesome.
set.
Seven.
So yeah, this is a solution to this is problem that pictures are not necessarily aligned.
Okay.
So I was thinking, how can I get more pictures? And I think the core fear for these pictures not knowing how to hold it, but how to freeze
Oh. So you can hold it any way you want. Okay.
Because you have three spouts, why don't we just put different type of popular spouts? So
Mm.
people can get out of different.
Oh, so there's 3 styles of spouts on there.
So
Oh.
this is a popular WPM 06, which is the last spout. WPM 07, which is the next spout. And then this is a new spout that they designed to put out to Americans. This is a project that's 6 years, 7 years in the making.
Wow,
It's
awesome.
a passion project for us, for the barista community. And from afar, because it looks all the same, we also designed this.
Right,
We
right.
have different heights. You
Okay.
can actually tell from afar which spout.
Oh, which spout you're okay.
We also have weight indicator,
Okay.
so you know like how much milk you put into. This is a 17 ounce, and we got a smaller one from there.
Oh, nice.
So basically, this booth is to be more accessible and self-explanatory. So like immediately know what they're doing.
Nice, nice.
These are all the logos, icons, and design. Virginia is always on the board together.
Oh, okay, okay.
Virginia is pepper. They're brewing tea actually.
Oh, brewing tea.
Using coffee tools to brew tea.
Oh, let's come and have a look at that then.
Yeah, look at that. And we have somebody from Cropster. Danielle.
What's going on, man? How are you? Good to see you, man. How's everything?
You're on live
We're doing a live stream, so you can put Cropster if you want to. If you.
Yeah. Cropster needs tea.
What's that? With a C. Yeah, yeah.
Cropster needs tea.
Oh, Cropster needs tea. Yes, yes. What tea are you making?
This is a honey orchid from Spirit Tea.
Oh.
It's a high oxidized oolong from Guangdong, China.
Okay.
Would you like some later?
I would love some.
Okay.
So what's your processing going on here, like for brewing?
So we're using the origami tea dripper, and it's kind of like a pour over style, and so you have to modify your brewing to really suit the dripper for this one.
Oh,
So it's very slow pour, and then kind of using the leaf structure to your advantage on how to layer it to slow the water flow.
okay, okay. Now, are you trying to maintain a certain regulation of the flow rate?
I'm just trying to make it as slow as possible, so as much contact time as as I can get.
Are you trying to have a certain amount of contact time as well, like time-wise?
That one I'm just doing by feel. What
Okay.
I'm really gauging is the color and how expanded the leaves look.
Understood, understood.
Yeah. And then also as hot as the water I can get.
Oh, so you really want it to be hot?
Yes,
Okay.
because it's just literally flowing past the leaf.
Right, because you're talking about a lot of drop in temperature as it's falling,
Exactly.
right? Gotcha.
Yeah, that's where a ceramic brewer can help. For
Okay.
this style of free-flowing pour.
Oh, awesome, awesome.
Yeah, and a higher oxidized or more processed tea also helps because those extract more quickly.
Now, do you look for a certain ratio of tea to water as well, or not necessarily?
Everyone has their own preference on, what their palate likes, but I always try to go for a fully saturated color. This one is actually a little bit lighter than what I want. I want it to be maybe double the saturation of color. That's what I go by with, just
Okay.
saturation of color. This tea is a light oxidized oolong, and this nice buttery yellow is what I want.
I see, I see.
Yeah, you can tell just by comparison. This one does feel a little bit less saturated.
Okay, now are you, as you're brewing and you're noticing the color is developing, and let's say in this case you would prefer it to be darker, is there a way for you to make an adjustment on the fly to achieve that better? Or?
Yes, so what I poured just now was the first steep, and because of that, the leaves haven't expanded enough yet, and because they're not expanded, the water flowing past is very quick.
I see.
So what I need to do is wait for these leaves to expand a little bit more, and then once they're more expanded, this is pretty hot. Okay. Once they're expanded, then the water flowing through it, through the bed of the leaves, will be slower, and I'll get that longer contact time that I want.
I see, I see. And then, did you happen to wash the leaf or flush the leaves before brewing with it, or was this the first addition of water to the dry leaves?
So I did do a wash.
Okay.
2 washes. What I did is so the holes on the bottom of this dripper are fairly large. So what I did was I put a very small layer that I wetted and washed to let that expand and kind of plug up the holes, and then I put more tea that I did an initial rinse, which I dumped out, and then this was my actual first steep.
I see, I see. And how many subsequent steeps can you do with oolong?
So it depends on what oolong you have, but for this particular oolong, I can do maybe depending on my brew style, if it's this quantity of tea leaves, it can probably do about 5 steeps at the ratio I'm doing.
Okay.
What that ratio is, we usually do about, at least in our shop, we do about 6 grams to 350 grams of water.
Okay.
Which is not analogous to what I'm doing here. This is really by feel. I really
Right.
have to do it by feel because I'm adjusting on the fly.
Right, right. Okay. Okay. Now, as you're making additional steepings of your tea, how do you expect the tea to change as experience for the experience of drinking it?
Right, it'll be more full-bodied, more aroma, a bit harder. It'll just be more punchy. Right now, it's more delicate. Probably not the best for expo setting, but if you're just starting out your morning or you're starting out your tea session, even though it's as lighted as it is right now and not as strong as I want it to be, it's still very drinkable.
Okay, okay.
Especially for this particular tea. Yeah.
Nice. So you're talking that the more subsequent steeps with oolong, it becomes more intense. Is that right? Am I understanding this correctly, or?
It does start to open up and extract a little bit more, depending on what kind of oolong you have. The flavor could change. This one's pretty regular throughout the steaming process, but I think it's just because the structure of my tea bed will change and also my extraction rate will change, and that's really what is driving the changes in flavor.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but other oolongs that you get, for example, this lightly oxidized oolong, this is a milk oolong varietal. So in the beginning, it starts out very floral. You'll get a sweet cream flavor, and as you continue on, the sweet transition into a nutty taste.
I see.
So that's kind of the difference in oolongs. I mean, oolong runs a huge gamut. So
Okay. Okay. So
hard to like really, give you generalizations.
understood. No, I agree. But I'm just trying to understand better how to approach it. Now, my understanding with like oolongs and like let's say Gong Fu style of brewing, this more subsequent steepings you're doing are shorter. Is that correct?
Yes, because once the leaf starts to open up, the extraction rate is essentially like it starts extracting more easily.
Okay.
Because the structure, the pore structure at the microscopic level becomes more open, so stuff can flow out more quickly.
Like I've seen demonstrations where they just basically pour it in and then
That's what
And
I'm
then
doing
serve it.
for this one.
Okay.
This is an April brewer, and it's like a full immersion that I can dump. So this is more similar to a Gong Fu style brewing, except it's just open air. So that's like the real difference. But it's good for this lightly oxidized oolong because you can actually, I wouldn't say burn, but you can kind of cook it
Okay.
and like push it to a more vegetable flavor. Otherwise, it gets too big. But going back to what you said about Gong Fu style brewing, so I'll be putting in like boiling hot water just because I've been using hot water for both of these, and I have 2 different kettles at Expo.
okay.
And so fill it up 20 to 10 seconds, depending on where which steeping mode I use. So very short steeps with hot water, and this more of a delicate.
I see. Okay. And am I understanding this correctly? I think Anita said you're from Arizona.
Yes, I'm from Paris. We are a
Okay.
restaurant cafe in Arizona.
Oh, nice. So do you do a lot of tea work at Pear?
Yes, we do coffee and tea.
So at this kind of level, like this seems to be rather high level, kind of like coffee, tea.
Yeah, but when it comes to like sourcing your tea and developing your recipes, there's a lot of intention and a lot of presentation. But it's a cafe setting. We're a little bit more fast-paced, so
Okay.
when we serve our tea, we do it by cup. So that one we're just full immersion steeping it and then dumping it in the strainer. But we're watching our ratio, so you get the ounce cup and then.
That's where you're using the 6 grams,
Yes.
right? Okay.
350. And that's just kind of baseline ratio. We source our teas to fit that recipe, just to make it easy for baristas.
Sorry, I know I'm asking you a
Cafe strategy. And then we're also serving it by teapot, where we give our actual tea set, a thermos of hot water, and a teapot, and then they can save it.
Okay, and to their taste, even. Okay. Oh, nice. All right. Where in Arizona?
This is Mesa, Arizona.
Mesa. All right. Awesome. And what's your name? I'm sorry.
I'm Eugenia. I'm
Eugenia.
the owner of Kinto.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Eugenie. Appreciate the discussion with the teas. I appreciate that. All right. See you later. See you. Anita, I'll see you later. Thank you. There's some stuff here. Oh, 8-pack. She has 8-pack, so I'm going to have to get some of that. All right, so hello everyone. Naomi, Rusty, Craig. How's everyone doing today? I'll have to try to catch up on our thing. I know Rusty sent me a message. I saw your message asking me about, hey, did you go buy AeroPress yet? And I was like, oh, I went by AeroPress yesterday and saw Ben. We'll go by there today. Here's the Embassy of Uganda. Hello. How are you? Good, good. I had a great time in October at the party. Yeah. It was good times. Downtown. What's going on here? Oh, this is a... Oh, for Sunshine? Okay, awesome. Thank you. So let us... we've got some reverse osmosis, which I think is not necessarily important. Oh, what's this guy? Professional coffee equipment. Anything interesting? Oh, here's a big thing that people on social media have been talking about. Hey, how you doing? Isn't this an SFO? Oh, that's... Oh, sorry. Don't mean to rub that in. So tell us about Dr. Presso. Is it called Dr. Presso?
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of a franchise thing, but yeah, so basically our machine has just AI inside of it, so that it captures the environment around themselves. So that
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
like literally like environment, temperature, humidity.
Oh, okay.
So that it kind of adjusts every time inside the coffee machine, so that it provides the same coffee every time.
So how much? Okay, so you're using the EverSys,
Yes.
right? And how much modification are you doing to the EverSys to work with your robotics?
So basically, the EverSys provides us with some APIs. So basically, we're utilizing the APIs of the coffee machine. But other than that, we are doing everything on the PC of the back of this machine. So the machine gets the command, decides what to do, and then sends a signal to each part of this machine.
I see. I see. Now, now it'll make a variety of drinks that is set up for this franchise. How complex can it get with the milk?
With the milk, it depends. It depends on how customer kind of orders us.
So let's say, can it do latte art?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Can
But-
we see? Can we see that?
But this version, I'm afraid.
Oh, not this one.
Yeah,
Oh, not
yeah.
this one. Oh.
Because we are actually based in Korea, and we couldn't, bring everything to.
Okay. Well, what's the difference between a machine, a setup like this that does latte art than this one? What's missing from this?
Actually, this is kind of first generation, so it kind of only has the basic functionality. But
Oh, I see. Oh, so you brought the old machine?
Yes, this
Okay,
is the
okay. Not the new hotness. Gotcha. Okay. What should I try?
Actually, I really like the cappuccino it makes.
Okay, let's make a cappuccino. Let's try that. So simply just press the button.
Sure. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
kind of
order.
like timeout. Yeah. So
Oh,
you can-
okay.
yeah.
Okay, order.
And then, just click once and then press order right here.
Okay, there we go. I had to do it right. Okay. Order 190. Will it call my name? No.
Actually, we do have application for customers. So if you order from your app, then it will show your nickname right over there.
Oh, nice. And so you're making what are you making? You're making iced coffee? Okay, iced coffee. So there's an ice. So is there an ice maker in behind that? Is that correct?
Yes, you're correct. So all you have to do is just plug in the water pump and plug in the electricity, and everything's good to go.
So the ice maker is South Korean, or is it?
Yes, it's from South Korea.
Oh, no, not Hoshizaki?
Yeah.
No, none of that. You're like, no, none of that.
So I think your order will be right after this one.
All right, excellent. Now, why is it moving like that?
So you see the tiny movements right over there?
Yes.
So if you let just robot arm stay steady, then it will just, the coffee will drop only to certain points, right?
Yes.
So this little shaking is for the lattes actually. So
Oh,
that
just
the
to get
milk-
more homogenization.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you're correct.
And what coffee are you using today?
So basically, we brought coffee from our roasters from Korea.
Okay.
So we're using Ethiopia and Guatemala blended together.
Any particular roasters you brought?
I don't know. It depends. Like the customers can choose their own roasters.
I mean, which roaster did you bring?
Sorry.
I mean, what roaster did you bring?
I mean, what we
Like
brought.
Fritz or like?
Actually, it's South Korean brand. Actually.
Right. Fritz is actually in Chile.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm kind of a software guy, so.
Oh, okay, no
Sorry.
problem. Just I'm giving you a hard time. That's all. I'm just giving you a hard time. What's your name, by the way?
Oh, it's Jinhu Kim.
Jin-Hoo Kim.
You can
Very
call me
nice.
Jin.
Jin, very pleasure to meet you.
Glad to meet you. So you see, like little shaking. That's for like mixing the espresso and the milk together.
Gotcha. So how much is a setup like this?
So including the POS machine, it's all like 70,000 US dollars.
70,000.
currently. Yeah.
And it can operate standalone, right? Because you can do all your credit card transactions. through
Yes,
the
everything.
Interface.
Yeah. If our customers want, then we can apply like PayPal and everything. And just wait a bit, and your coffee will come out. Just
Now-
wait for the table to come out.
Of course.
Yeah. Sorry. Yep.
Oh, it
And
does
just
open.
Wait,
Okay.
wait a while.
Wait a
The
while.
table will come.
Oh, the table will
Yeah.
come out right. Okay. All right.
There
Excellent.
you go.
Awesome. Wild. Now, do you have customers that are deploying these in a cafe setting in lieu of actually having staff?
Actually, we do recommend people to have staffs because once in a while we have to clean the machine, right?
Right.
Yeah, and actually for the owners, we do supply the applications so that they can manage things online. So, for example, if you run out of coffee or milk, then they get notifications online, so in their app.
Oh, Oh yeah, so like let's say you've got this Eversys, right?
Yep.
It's refilled from the top, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's right.
And it only has a few pounds capacity, right?
Oh, yeah.
Will it refill itself?
No.
So you do have to have some.
Yes.
Okay. Ah, interesting.
Yeah, so basically if you fill like the 2 hoppers full,
Mm-hmm.
like that'll be total of 2.4 kilos if I remember correctly. So that'll probably serve 120 cups. Oh, am I right?
Is that
Am I doing
right?
math right? Yeah, somewhere between
Somewhere
like,
right around
yeah,
there.
a few hundred, yeah.
Like what's max? Do you know what the maximum dose weight that you can pull from these machines?
So yeah, for the Americano, like it takes about 40 seconds.
No, I mean how much? Like not dose time, but the weight of coffee that they use.
So
you know that
20,
offhand?
well, around 20 grams.
20 grams,
Yeah,
okay,
for
okay.
1 shot of espresso.
Okay, and it's dancing now. Nice.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to make it dance K-pop song.
Some Blackpink.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's right,
Excellent. I am a Blink. Oh, you know. So you're the software guy.
Yes.
You're programming these robots.
Yes.
In the world of this programming of robots and AI,
Yeah.
what is the chance of sentience and then turning on their human masters?
That's a tricky
Like
question.
we're developing all this technology,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
At what point do they turn against us?
I think you watched too much Terminator.
I know. I'm concerned. I mean, it's Terminator's like it's like the prophecy. So
Yeah.
what do we have to worry about that?
Actually, I don't think so. Yet. But
Someday we're going to worry about
Yes.
it, but maybe not now.
yes, obviously, like this kind of machine is taking away a lot of people's jobs, right?
Right.
And someday, well, it may take mine as well. But
I'm not worried about taking my job. I'm worried about taking my life.
oh, I see.
Are we going to be under the dominion of the machine?
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet,
yet.
not
Like
yet.
not for the next 100 years. in my
Okay.
opinion. Yeah.
Okay. So we did before that.
Yes. We were dead before that.
All right. Well, thank you, Jing. I appreciate the time.
Thank you for having your
All
time.
right, thank you. All right, there it is. You saw it first. Jingy says that we're not going to have to worry about being under the dominion of the machines for at least 100 years. Your children may have to worry about that. So, yeah, there it is. Russell, how are you? Good to see you. Naomi, did I say hello to everyone? I'm sorry I haven't been able to look at the... I would love the triple tip picture. Oh, that is a nice triple tip picture. Naomi says, I always thought tea leaves are more meant to be steep. Well, it depends. Like she mentioned, there's a style of brewing called Gong Fu, like Kung Fu, right? But Kung Fu is just more like, I guess, a name for stylistically of making anything or doing so. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not Chinese, so I have very little Chinese blood, so I'm not perfectly well versed in that kind of thing. But you can. Oh, look at these guys! Lots of ex-blooms are here in Mexico. Oh, look at that! That's a cute sticker. I'm gonna take one. I'm taking one. I'm taking one from Mexico. Put that in my pocket before it runs away. But all right, let's see about this coffee. Not bad. A little bit bitter. A little bit. I love the little festive stuff here. All right, let's continue on. A 12-ounce cappuccino is way too much. That's actually not a statement against the flavor of the coffee. It's actually not terrible. What else do we have over here? Sarah portable espresso machines. Ooh, wait, this is... Hello. What is going on here?
Oh, this is a portable espresso machine. It's got a heater, battery, pump.
Is this similar to what I've seen over there?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay.
Because the product's been out for about 3 years now.
Oh.
The manufacturer, so the,
Oh, you're the manufacturer.
yeah.
Okay, so they're selling to them.
I'm not sure how many brands are out.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay, right on. Awesome.
So, do you want to see how it works?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. I'm going to start with the packaging. This is a slightly different unit, but inside
Is this older or newer?
this is relatively new. I'll show
Okay.
you. So this one, usually when you purchase them, they're going to come in a box. Within the box, you're either going to
Okay.
That's what this is. What I say is a different model. And you're gonna get tamper with the one with the
Right.
baskets. If you are not getting the one with the baskets, we have one that's made for consumer traveling use, where you can put in Nespresso pods.
Okay.
Or now we're gonna be putting about 8 grams of ground coffee in here.
Oh.
So this one is 2 use. What I highly recommend.
Now, can you? Are they interchangeable?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So
So if I buy that, if someone buys this one, yeah.
those ones.
Oh, so the mechanics are totally different then. Okay, very good.
Yeah. We do have another one that's made for more coffee ingredients with a standard 58 basket. So
Oh.
if you're doing you can change it to
Interest. So I could put another 58 millimeter basket from like fancy companies that make. Okay. Okay.
we actually have one with 1800 holes. that
Oh.
you can- If you want to get rid.
Okay. So we can really get jiggy with this thing. Okay.
The one that we really just launched.
This one.
It's just got a bigger battery, which means that this one can make about 7 to 8 shots before it runs out of battery.
Okay.
That's including if you have to heat it.
I see. I see. So if we're saying 7 to 8 shots or whatever the amount of shots that these can do, how long? If I blow through all that, how long do I have to recharge before I can start again?
7 to 8 shots. So if you make 7 to 8 shots and then it's going to run out of battery and then you have to recharge.
Right. So how long will the recharging take?
This one will be about 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Advanced battery technology.
Okay.
These ones, the slightly older model, will be about 3 minutes.
3.5 hours. Okay. Okay.
That's if you use 30 watts or more.
30 watts.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you use your like Type C to Type C,
Can I use like that 65 watt like Apple? I don't know if they have. And that'll reduce it even more, or no?
No.
Okay.
Just because the adapter that we get right now, they're pretty smart, so they're
Okay.
gonna adjust it to the level that we're doing.
Oh, okay. So okay. So I can't just put more juice and expect to go fast. Okay. Understood. Understood.
Otherwise, it's gonna pop explode if it's like super.
Oh yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun.
It's not gonna explode. I'm kidding. It's
Catch fire maybe, but not explode. Okay,
not
gotcha.
even gonna catch fire.
No, okay.
It's short circuit.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay. Do you want to see how it works?
I would love to see how it works.
Yeah.
So do you have a lot of people that are buying this that are taking on airplanes and making espresso on airplanes?
Yes, it's been very popular at the show last year and this year.
Okay.
And I already ran out, so I found like probably like more than 10 people trying to get the display model. But
Oh.
telling them that I only have like 4 left.
So how much are these different models?
So these ones right now, Amazon goes about 160, 150.
Okay.
There's a coupon. The newest one with the biggest battery, these ones are not launched yet, but they're probably going to be around like 180 to 200-ish.
Okay. And how long do you think before they get launched?
Probably like a month.
A month or so? Okay, very good. How are tariffs affecting you?
It's gonna be difficult until we know for sure, because if the president changes a lot, then it's difficult to know. We would rather him to give us an exact number, then we can try to see where we can cut costs.
Okay.
But it's probably gonna be affecting us.
Okay, okay, fair enough.
Let me make you some.
Yes, please, I would love to.
Okay, so.
we come back.
Hi, Gloria. It's
Yes.
back. I reserved this one for you.
Oh, I've been really waiting.
Yeah.
That's why
I wanted the.
I'm not
green one.
moving. I'm right here.
Okay. So inside the package, we're gonna get you one that's serves as a scoop in a
Roasted.
Okay, perfect.
And then this one will fit about 8 grams of coffee.
Oh, wait, let's see with the 18, with the 58 millimeter basket,
Oh,
how much will that hold?
this one depends on the basket that you use.
Okay.
So this one I believe it's a 22. Maybe.
So if I put 20 grams in there, it's going to create maybe a little more pressure resistance. Will that reduce the amount of shots I can pull on that battery?
So the battery, it's usually because heating up the water takes a lot of time.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, the water has very high heat capacity, so that's what usually takes off.
Okay. Now, will these also generate the 135 pounds of pressure on the extraction,
So
or is
at
it
most
as a lower?
it gives you 20 bars.
20 bars.
Depends
Oh.
on how hard you press it and how much you use.
Okay.
So for these smaller ones, you're never gonna get over 12 bars.
I see. Okay.
So since I'm using Starbucks, I bought them at Walmart.
That's all right. That's all right. We won't judge you on that.
Yeah. Okay. So you can put in room temperature water in here. It
Okay.
takes about 3.5 to 4 minutes to heat up. But for the sake of you not waiting here for too long, I'm gonna put in more.
Perfect.
This is gonna be decent to about. This is gonna be decent to about a minute or so.
Okay.
So now you just long press it. Because it's warm, so it's gonna start from 2.5 bars.
Gotcha. So it heats up, and then will it auto dispense?
It's gonna auto.
Oh, it does auto dispense.
So when you travel, you don't need a stand because it comes with its own cup, and there's gap at the bottom.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
auto dispense at each.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And for example, if you're driving, you can just put this next to the cup holder, and you don't have to worry about it.
All right. All right.
I also grinded them yesterday, so hopefully it's not gonna taste like super bad.
Okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
In the meantime, you want to see another?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Meat grinders? Yeah.
So this is electronic, right?
Yes.
Oh,
And
I like
right
that.
Now, I ran out of the Starbucks one. These ones are the lighter roast. They have a harder bean, but I can show you that they still work.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
So down here is where we adjust the fineness of it at the grind size.
Okay.
We also have a model that's externally adjusted, but I already stopped it. So,
Okay. Now I'm gonna imagine there's a big price difference between those two.
Yeah, there will be probably about like $15 extra, just because the external one you leave your hands cleaner. And then, Yep. But now you just double click it. Oh, that was ready. It will take about 6 seconds or so before the espresso comes down, and then once it comes down, it's ready to drink. It will automatically stop itself once it runs out of water.
Oh, okay. So it only holds enough for the shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But you can stop it right now. Let's say if you want to stop it right now, you can just one click. Yep. Exactly. And then
Oh.
feel
Okay.
free
Oh,
to-
so you can stop. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. All right. Let's see. That looks fairly nice.
Give it a try.
But it's Starbucks.
It's Starbucks.
Oh, yeah.
But at least try the temperature and then see. It's gonna be
Oh,
over roasted.
no, All right. So how about the grinding now?
Yeah.
Let's see the grind. Whoop.
So I just put in some light roast beans.
Hold on 1 second. Okay. Great.
I'm just putting some light roast beans. So right here will fit about 18 to 20. So this is a standard 2-shot amount. And then I already showed you the grind size.
Yes.
Down there. And then ginger stuff. I can actually show you the fineness if you grind. So I twist it to the fineness. And then
Because you know what? I hate hand grinding. I absolutely hate
I
it.
hate it too. Yeah, feel free to touch it. It's not gonna be super loud. And this is grinding light roast.
But oh, right, a light roast, right? Okay.
When it finishes, it will stop by itself, right?
Stuff by itself.
Can I take it apart while it's running?
You can try. I've never tried it.
Okay.
But you can. It's the same thing.
Like if I pull the bottom off at this point, it would still keep
Oh,
grinding.
yes,
Okay.
Because it's the motor is up here, and then this is the actual burst.
Right, and then the sensor to stop it is actually up here, right? It's sensing the beans. Okay.
But
Understood.
you can also stop it.
Right, right.
Yeah. And you can also stop it.
So let's. We don't need to grind through it all. Let's see here.
We have a different color.
Ooh, nice. So how much are these?
These goes for about 120 on Amazon right now.
120?
Yeah.
No show specials?
Yes, but I only have 2 left.
Oh, you only.
So once I finish, I have to leave the show.
Well, then it's time to finish. I'm out of here. Oh, that's actually looks pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. And what is this material?
So this is aluminum, I believe.
Right. This is anodized aluminum, but how about this stuff here?
That one is just some sort of a plastic wrap on it to
Oh,
mix
okay.
with. It's not actual.
Right, right.
You can feel it.
I mean, it has this kind of a rubbery, kind of
Exactly.
like
It's more like
grippy.
for outlooks and also for you to grip it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So 120 for these, not bad. And then how much were these other ones?
I think right now it's about 150.
150, and then you're expecting 200 for this, eventually.
Yes.
Okay.
About that. Yeah.
Oh. And this one also has a cup that you put this on?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So we have a slightly older model without the cup. So this is a smaller basket.
Right, that's what, 54 basket?
Yeah, a little, maybe a little smaller. Maybe
Okay.
51.
Maybe, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a non-stick pot. But right now we realize most people like 50.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so eventually we expect to have the bottom part of this one, 58. It's a bigger battery, so you can pull more shots. And then bigger shots.
Oh, this is still the old battery instead of
the old
okay.
battery, yeah. The new
And what's
battery
the size of that? That's more this other size basket.
Yeah, this one is similar to that one. We just changed the external, so the external will have an adapter.
Oh, I
for
see,
the
okay.
ones like these.
So next year there'll be the bigger battery on the
Yeah,
58.
we're gonna
Okay.
make this one fit C cup
Okay.
because you got bigger battery, so you can pull bigger shots, which works better.
Awesome.
Yeah. So,
Where are you guys based out of?
we're a Hong Kong company. We
Okay.
manufacture in China.
Okay. And you're in Hong Kong?
I'm from San Francisco.
Oh.
We
Wow,
have
there
a
it is.
very small team in here.
Oh, right on. All right. Excellent.
We actually launched our newest electric distributor. We have patents on them in China and pending in Europe and the US.
Okay.
So these are designed for more for like cafe owners or like baristas, so they can double click, and then it's gonna auto dispense the coffee ground for them.
Oh.
Yeah, while they do make a cold brew or something else. Yeah.
Right.
And then if you feel it, there's different modes to it. So if I long press it, I can change the mode. So right now we're at 4. I'll change it to 2, and then we'll wait a second. Yeah. So and then double click is to start it. And then there's a slight vibration to it.
Right. I can
Yeah.
feel that.
Yeah. And then if you stop. So these go up and down, which means
Okay.
it's going to auto adjust the depth of the sensor.
Oh, nice.
And the pins are fairly flexible, so if you accidentally bend it, you can bend it back. And then they're going to fit any shape of 58. So these are designed for 58. There's also magnets at the bottom, so if you accidentally knock it, it's actually going to stay on there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. And how much are these?
These ones are actually we're not 100% sure because of the tariffs.
Right.
But our plan is to launch it maybe around like 120.
120 also. All right. Excellent. Perfect. Thank you very much, River. All right. I'm Jay. Yes. All right. See you next time. All right. So that's some interesting stuff. There's another company that has a similar product. Maybe they make it for them. I can't remember. But what do we have here going on? Sorry, then I'm behind on the. Yeah, those. Naomi says, I'll buy one of those electric handheld grinders. I would like to buy one. $120, not too bad. Naomi says for external adjustment. So I guess they do have that external adjustment. So that is available. Okay, so here is Weber. I don't know if we went by. Did we go by here yesterday? I can't remember. Here's their. Oh yeah, we did because power plant was commenting about the cost of these. We don't need to go there again. What else we need to? Oh, we're heading to. We're gonna go see Ben Jones. Let's go see Ben Jones. He's somewhere over here. Oh, matcha. Let's go this way. Loveramics. Here's the ceramics. Here's the Fiyama. How you doing? So ceramics. I'm a little bit choosy when it comes to ceramics. I think a lot of them are just too thick here on the rim. I don't know about that one. I'm not saying that one is, but I'm saying that in general, I think that they're a bit big, especially for like ceramics that I want to use in a coffee setting, like for service. Like I want it to be really nice and have a nice tactile feel on the mouth, on the lips, right? That's really what I think is interesting. So we got looks like measuring powders, so you can measure moisture, I guess. Data reader. Oh, they're in Munsell, FDA. Hello. Oh, what's going on here? Hi. What do you guys have? Oh, look at this burr. Holy smokes. What size is this? That's awesome. I want to buy one just to put on my wall. Oh, so you make burrs for... Oh, so you're making burrs for manufacturers, is that correct? Okay, okay. But you're making it for other companies to. Ah, so these will fit like. This is what? This will fit on 54? 64. So this will fit like on the fellows, the odes, is that right? Right. Oh. Oh, so, but if you're gonna make a burr, like how many do you need to make? Or do you actually have stuff? You do. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, nice meeting you. Thanks. I couldn't do anything with 100 burrs, so let's move on. Sorry, no sound again. Good Lord. Every time I hit that button. Oh, so, man, I'm sorry about that. Really, this phone really sucks in that respect. Apple, you suck in this. Okay, so let's look here. This is a Yeti. Yeti has a display. This is not a kit that Yeti sells. This is just the Yeti kit box, right? They have a box, and they have these inserts for camping, but they set it up so you can have like, oh, this is our coffee setup here, right? And it's kind of nice. $320 for this. Not with any of the brewing stuff. $320, and which, you know, when you consider how much the Yeti coolers are, like that one, this seems like at $320 seems to be a fairly decent price, right? So there it is. There it is, Yeti Blue Water Cafetto. All right, let's go see if Ben's around. It should be right around this corner. There it is. Where am I going to put this tea? So that was John Guzbekian. John is a, you know, I know he's standing behind a tea counter, but he is actually, he's basically the godfather, guru of coffee in America. Like a true master of the craft, like true master. Okay, here we are. This is AeroPress. Ben, Rusty has asked me to come see you. Rusty's here. Yes. What's going on? I know. I don't know why he didn't want to come. He didn't want to come. He's above us. I was like. So that we are live streaming. So give us a spiel about AeroPress.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the new premium.
Okay, very good.
All right, so ever since day one, people were like, AeroPress is awesome, but we make it more colorful, make it bigger, and how about something not plastic? So AeroPress Premium, double-walled borosilicate, hand-blown glass, nice and insulated, so you're not going to burn your hands, it won't warm off your hands. The cap is stainless steel, nice and sturdy, nice and stout. The only thing that touches the hot water is the glass, the steel, of course your paper filters, coffee, and then depending on how you use it, the silicone on the plunger. The plunger shaft is made out of aluminum, same thing on the flange. Your scoops and your stir stick, stainless steel also, so no plastics, nothing to worry about there as far as food safety. Functionality, it's the same thing as any other AeroPress, it's all the same type of recipe you're using for the original, it's super easy to use, super buttery, and this thing just feels, it feels like your favorite pair of shoes or that favorite shirt to wear, it makes you feel better. Is it going to make the coffee taste better? Just gives you a feel, it feels better, dude.
Nice, nice. So what's the pricing now and what's availability?
Pricing is $179.95. Premium availability is get in line.
Get in line, okay.
Like, we're backed up probably till at least August.
Okay. And now there's also a metal stand for it, is that right?
Yeah.
How does that work?
So it's just an organizer.
Just an organizer.
Everything hangs up in there. You know, it has the rails, so everything sits in there nice and organized. Has a nice slot for your utensils and filters. Just keeps it all neat and tidy on your kitchen counter.
All right, awesome.
But if you don't want that, like if you don't want to wait in line for this, we can also go with the XL and clear.
Okay.
So that's the big boy coffee for 2 people. Yeah, they did just like brew in your fridge if you want to do that.
Nice. All right, so can you tell us, so if those of you who may not be familiar with Ben is the 2016 AeroPress champion of the United States. How'd you do in the Worlds?
I don't know.
Okay.
I knocked out round 1. I had a great time.
Me too.
Yeah.
So, would you share with us your champion recipe?
Sure. All right, so 2016 was a different time. We were allowed to use any dose of coffee we wanted to. Nowadays, we're limited to 18 grams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you have a size minimum. So my recipe was take 2 paper filters, put them together, and then I also had a stainless steel disc in there, which didn't really do anything. It just made me feel better about not blowing out the filters, which isn't an issue anyway. But 2 paper filters just to give it an extra cleaner profile. Literally lock that on just like this. And I was like, and then let me get a cup.
One of our viewers is asking, will the AeroPress Clear eventually stain because of the coffee?
It likely will.
It likely will.
I think a lot of that has to do with the water chemistry for what we're using to brew with. Of course, how long you let it sit together. Yeah, it'll discolor a little bit, but you know, not that everything's perfect.
Okay. Is there a particular grind setting you're looking for?
For this one, I'm going kind of a finer side of drip just because I want to get this in and out faster. For the championship, I did use a coarser grind. I was about as coarse, I think I was on a number 11 or 12 on an EK33.
Okay.
So a little chunky.
Now, is this also 18 grams?
That's about 13 grams.
13.
We're just going to lighten this up a little bit. So I'm kind of diverting from my regular recipe.
Very good.
But I'm going to try to keep the ratios tight, like we did there. So this would be analogous to what I did in the competition. Roughly a 1 to 3 top to water ratio, keep it really tight for the brewing. But here's the magic: getting that plunger to come in, seal it, a little lift to stop the drip. Because we weren't allowed to use the Prismo cap in the competitions just because it wasn't available worldwide yet.
Okay.
So we couldn't use any kind of flow control or Prismo. So but getting this to stop and chill was really beneficial. The other thing that kind of gave me an edge at the US was I had a beer can koozie that I wrapped around the AeroPress because we were brewing outside. And as the night went on, everything got colder. But with the premium, since it's that double wall insulated, it does insulate itself. It's its own kind of blanket. Michael's can, who took second, he was like, yeah, it's getting cold, we're losing some temp. So he ran to the dumpster and found a cardboard box that he brewed inside.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
So then here for the press, nice, easy, gentle press. And I stopped at the hiss, so right about there. Get the hiss, we're done. Do a quick cleanup because got to keep it clean. And then to open up that strong, intense coffee, I just gave kind of a 20% bypass.
Okay.
And that was the recipe.
Oh, nice. Nice. And this is the same recipe you use at each round to win?
Exactly.
Because it was still round robin in 2016, is that right? So if you were to compete today to recapture the title, how would your approach be? What kind of approach would you take?
I would have to, we do the math, we try to figure out, so free advice for everybody out there. Make the smallest brew you can so you get the most flavor intensity. Really kind of push the limits of the brew in terms of, you're going to have 7 minutes to brew. See if you can get it down to get a 5-minute steep with really coarse grind, so you can maximize the sweetness on there. So 18 grams going in, and I think the smallest bev you can make, I think it has to be like 250 mil minimum.
Okay.
So that would be, it's a pretty big ratio for that.
Gotcha.
Just try to make the smallest one you can, and then that little splash of water for the bypass, I think helps.
Awesome.
Because remember, you're not just competing against like flavor profile, you're competing against everybody else, so you're just a pop a little bit instead.
Awesome. So what's the coffee?
Sweet. So this is it's just some friends of ours. It's a lovely Colombian coffee. I don't really know much about it.
It's lovely, sweet.
It's
The sweetness is really beautiful.
Colombian. We actually have the producers right over here.
Oh, okay.
The importers. So they came in to brew up a little bit. It's super delicious. We roasted it ourselves. Our man Fernando.
Is this what you were brewing yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right, my friend.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Good to see
All
you.
right. See you soon. Oh.
And Rusty, catch you next time. Everybody else, have fun out there brewing.
Oh, let's see. What if Rusty has something to say here? Oh no, what did he say? Oh yeah, he just said hello. That's all right. All right, my friend.
All right.
See you. All right. So that was. Oh, this is actually really nice. Actually, that's very pretty. Very big coffee. Okay, so that's here fellow. Where's the fellow? They're gonna go fellow. All right, now I know that you guys have been saying that, oh, you can check out the ES1. So let's go check out the ES1 because it's right here. I don't know what so. Let's have a look. Let's have a close at it. Pardon me.
You know the dimensions and
So there it is.
But what it's especially good for is if you're doing it has a brew assistant, will automatically
fits in a small space.
and then it'll automatically start timing and all that stuff. And of course, if you're weighing out 18 grams of coffee, it's better.
Thank you. That was delicious.
My pleasure, my friend.
Okay, let's walk over here. I don't know what kind of. Okay, this is actually one of the. I've been looking at this on the catalog. Actually, that's kind of a nice sized Clyde kettle. I'm really interested in the spout because I just want to see how much flow we can get out of it. Huh. I kind of like the color. I kind of like the design of this. Might be an interesting thing to replace the kettles we use at our cafe now. All right, let's walk around. If you have questions about this ES1, I can ask them, but I don't really have any questions to ask because they've already answered my question about the game.
Yeah, so hot water, you can temperature. Okay. Makes it really easy. Cool. There you go. Yes. Cool. That was an easy one.
All right. Well, thank you.
How's it going?
You too.
I'm good. What is pertinent to know about this? I was telling, I'm live streaming now. I'm telling the guys that I'm sure there's so many other people that do YouTube videos that like have done all this. I have no idea what kind of value I can bring to ask him. I've already got the most important information. I think you told me 2 days ago there's no game yet, but no game now. No game now, right? So that was going to be the most exciting thing for me is what's the game? Okay, perfect. Okay, so talk to me.
So not only is this a beautiful machine, it's extremely performant. We're trying to make commercial grade, commercial performance in a milk pitcher form factor. So we work really, really hard to develop a new heating architecture. I'll show it to you here. We're using a flow-through heater that basically preheats a mini boiler and then goes to a heated group head, brass heated group head.
So it comes here and then
Cold
goes
water
up into the boiler.
to the flow-through heater, and we can basically get instant temperature through that flow-through heater. It goes into a mini boiler and then to the heated group head.
Okay.
So we can control temperature stability extremely well. And then when you steam, we bypass the boiler and we go just with the flow-through heater. So you can get any temperature you want kind of instantly, and there's no wait time between doing a shot.
How about the water path through here? Through from here. So is that somehow thermally stable? Or is the water, like in a heat exchanger, it sits and then cools down, right?
Yes, and that's why we have the heated group head here, so that we can sense temperature in all three locations.
Okay.
And so we know the temperature drop between each area.
And how much water is actually in the line? Do you know offhand, like volume-wise?
Well, it depends on the flow rate of how much water is coming out.
But I mean, I'm more concerned about. I'm just wondering, like when it's because like in a heat exchange machine, when it sits,
yeah,
it cools, or it changes its temperature. If it's inside the boiler, that it's heating.
Yes.
Or if outside the boiler, that it's cooling. So I'm just wondering, like, but I can see you're saying that even though if it's sitting here and it's cooling, it does flow into here and then reheats. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And is it like a Lomorzocco where it's a saturated group head, or is it just passes through and heats, like a thermal block kind of thing?
It's like a resistive heating element in there, so it's going to heat up all the water in that area.
But it's not like holding water in the head?
No, it's
Okay,
not.
okay, that's
Okay.
okay.
Yep, just pass through.
And then when you're saying for the steam one, it basically comes in cold through the flow-through heater, then up steam one?
Exactly.
Okay. And it can do that. How much can it actually? Like if I use like a home machine, let's say like some of the La Valentinas or even some of the ones I've seen here, there's a decent amount of steam, but it's when you come from like professional machines, you like that
You
oomph.
want that steam power.
How much oomph will this be able to produce?
So right now, it'll probably take 30 seconds or something like that to steam. We're still dialing that in, and we can tune the profile for steaming.
I'm curious then on
and we're
the
working
inside,
on
like,
some additional profiles.
how
We want to
hard
make sure
could
that
be
we're not damaging the filter heater. But in a matter of a couple weeks, we have some profiles that we're testing that are much more powerful. It's not going to be a thing to like commercial machine.
Okay, that's fair.
But
So like
it's
on
going
a
to be better
Breville
than I think.
toilet, right? Like those O-rings.
Okay. Now in this setup that you're having, can I brew and steam at the same time?
You cannot brew and steam at the same time.
Okay.
But you can go immediately afterward.
So once I hit the button to stop, I can.
Within milliseconds, you can go to steam.
Okay.
No lag. And it's basically as fast as we can switch to solar.
Very good. And then how much water should I be expecting to be held inside the line before actually getting steam to come out?
Well, we're actually not holding much water in the line at all because we purge after steam, and then the flow through heater only holds about 0.3 milliliters of water, and then so we basically go straight from there.
Now, when you say you purge, is it auto purging or something? Oh, okay, okay.
So the steam one is a full touch steam one with an NTC, so you set the temperature you want. It'll auto shut off when you get to whatever temperature.
But it's not auto frothing.
It's not auto frothing.
Okay, okay.
And then when you move to the home position, it has a micro switch in there, so it'll automatically purge.
I saw another machine that did something like that. Okay, that's interesting. So you don't really want to. Can you manually purge it?
Yes.
So if I'm using it and I like to leave it in its position, is there a way to flush it? Is that with this button here?
Yeah, we're still working out the UI there, but it'll probably be like a AeroPress.
Okay. And then I guess you can set temperature of the flow water, is that right? Or
yes, you can. So right now we have profiles for this device. You can pressure profile. We have 3 stages right now, but you'll be able to add many more stages. So you can change pressure, so you can do pressure profiling. You can do some level of temperature profiling as well. You can change flow rate. Right now is we're basically punishing these machines. We want to enable people to go really deep if they want to.
Okay.
We also have standard profiles for our drops, 24/7 that we send out weekly. That will show up on the device. San Francisco City Water.
oh, so there's like a Bluetooth, there's like a web Wi-Fi. Okay, right.
You don't need to for the functionality.
Oh my gosh, how are you?
Firmware build, and one of our engineers built
I will make my way.
We want to make sure that you can
So
use
if
the
the
device.
O-ring is not kind of doing the work, the sealing, like what
You
is?
can do everything you want on the device.
Okay.
It's just that if you want a little bit easier profile creation, it is a little bit easier on the app. And then just connecting it to the internet, you will get the drops.
Okay, very nice. And then what are these accessories? Are these come with it or?
Yes, so this is a shot splitter. So this is a standard 58 millimeter bottomless portafilter. Shot splitter.
Oh, kind of like that. What's that company that has something similar? That one other. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
And how heavy is it? Oh, it's fairly light. And 58?
Yep. And this one's black with a plastic handle. But all of the other versions come with wood handles and wood axles.
Oh, so like this wood right there.
So
Okay.
our malted chocolate comes with maple, and our cherry red comes with roll.
Oh, nice.
Same thing with the tamper.
Okay, and are they
Oh, right, because there's the maple temper there, right? Okay.
The black version comes with the anodized aluminum tamper as well, and you can feel that. It has a good amount of heft, stainless steel base.
Overnight it.
And then we're
That's
also
selling
launching
good silicone, like
our
cafe
espresso
lock?
glassware. So 4 different sizes from demi-tasse all the way to latte. 4 different.
So what makes these interesting?
Well, we did a lot of work on these just to get. So there's a couple things that are really important about this. So we wanted to get as thin of a lip as possible. We really even optimized the curvature of the latte art, and you can kind of feel the heft and the weight to it.
And this is a 6 ounce?
I think that was.
How's it going?
Okay.
This
Oh, this is quite heavy. Wow, yeah.
to have a nice heft to it.
I have a
And also thermal insulation.
but I'm glad to see.
But this is not 12, or is it 12?
This is 11.
Yeah, okay.
Is that your first?
All right. And then how do you refill it?
So it has a 2-liter reservoir that you can fill in place, or it's also removable.
Nice. Can it be plumbed in if necessary?
It's not plumbed in.
Okay.
There are aftermarket and stuff. Really don't recommend it.
Very nice. So it's flat, right? The surface. And it's probably
No, I know some people are using like in a catering situation, like let's say like the Linea Minis and Linea stuff. Can this be how much of this can this take? How much of that can this take on?
A lot, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
it really comes down to how many shots
It's a lot like
shots back to back to back. It runs on a standard 15 amp circuit. So
The boiler is right here.
it's very powerful.
So 1,500, 1,800 watts? 15 amps?
Yeah, well, it's rated to 1,700 watts.
17, okay. Okay. And then 15 at max when it's like starting up and heating, is that, or is it not really heating up like a traditional machine?
No, the most power-hungry thing is the flow-through heater.
Okay.
And that has a particular rating, but we never use them.
And so but in this case, the flow through heater is essentially always going to be operational, pulling that current. Okay, very good. Very good. And then how much of the drip tray is there, like capacity? Okay. Oh, so there's also bleed through from the system. Okay.
That's right. And then there is a float here as well, so it'll notify you when the drip tray is full.
If you pay attention.
Yeah, if you pay attention, yes.
And what's capacity? It's not 2 liter, I imagine.
This is nice. So it's not
150 ml? 750 ml. Okay, that's not bad. When you said 150, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be changing a lot. Okay. All right, excellent. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the time. All right, see you next time. Oh, did I have any questions? Yeah, the reservoir is pretty slick. I like that. Actually, that's actually kind of, brew by weight. Is it brew by weight? No, it's not brew by, there's no scale on it. Oh. We can ask. Well, I'll go back and ask them later. They're all kind of busy. All right, so there is the fellow. I hope that was some interesting stuff. There was a lot of stuff that I thought about it that I didn't think that I would be asking questions about. So, but I will ask if there's, we'll go ask them about that's a good question about the dose by weight. We're going to ask them, hunt down someone. Hey, excuse me.
Hey.
I have a question, or I have someone asking a question. Will this, or can this at some point do dose by weight?
Dose by weight.
I mean, yeah, brewing by weight. You know how, like the commercial machines will like.
If I put like a scale in it,
right.
that's what you mean?
Is there,
There's no scale in the machine, but it'll tell you how much grams to put in for a profile.
okay.
Yeah, so if you have a profile set and you need 18 grams in, it'll tell you weigh out 18 grams, put it in, you build a profile to satisfy that weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can program. Would also program how much, like milliliters of water is going to flow. Or
Yes.
is that correct?
Yeah, it does pressure, flow rate, temperature, all of that. Yep.
Thank you. You're welcome. All right, there that is. You heard it from the source.
Yeah, sure.
Anything else we should be checking out here at the show? What now? 700. Let's go back. Okay, I know where we're gonna go to Kogu. So power plant can love it. You love that. You're like, more of this ridiculous Japanese stuff. Oh, here's Pour Steady. So Pour Steady's been around for quite a long time, but this must be their newest iteration if you're looking for commercial pour-over brewers. Right? Nice. Still made in Brooklyn? Still made in Brooklyn? Queens. Okay. New York. It's all the same. It's all the same. No more coffee for me. Oh, this is your coffee again. You're all over the place. Yeah. All right. Very good. Thanks.
That's what they did.
All right. So, Blend In Coffee Club, not neutral. That girl was the owner of Bean to Bean in New York City, and she is also a member of the SCA Board of Directors. What aisle are we on now? 800. Oh, it's up here. We're gonna go to Sarah and let Sarah give us a full tour of the product line. Here's some cups from China. Oh, that's what I meant to ask the guy. I forgot to ask the guys from Fellow about their pricing. So here is the Kogu stuff. So here is their cups.
Like a camping set. So it goes like
So this is the
you can make coffee.
They look busy. We'll come back. We'll come back for that.
Yeah. Let me see.
So here's more robots, more robotics. The Cobot with the cafe drippers. Oh, and now making espresso. So this is where they're making.
We have Joy. We have the Onyx booth. Earlier, barista guy walked by and threw a finger. Things like that. Those kind of just place a finger.
Oh, is it like just walk by and knock it?
Yeah, the guy kind of knocked it.
Oh, broke the machine?
Broke the finger.
Oh, the finger.
There, but we could fix it. But the finger itself is where the breaking point is. Because we don't want to break the machine.
Oh, and the finger is printed, 3D printed. Is that? It looks like.
That's
Right, right. So does that mean you're like using something like a PLA or something like that? That's pretty light.
yeah.
Okay.
But still, strong enough to things like that. It will work with the whole thing.
So I know you have it going through all a lot of like popular steps, but how like involved can we get with like what it does? Like, does it have just pre-programmed like abilities, and we just sort of map out where it is, or can we just go from everything from like
No, we
drink
like
preparation?
I mean,
and
it is
everything?
the technology. It is everything is capable, right?
Okay.
So we want to stick with this fixed fixture and work with that. That's what's available now.
Gotcha.
If we start, customizing things, then time-wise, everything takes longer.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was wondering about like, say for instance, like if there is certain lattes that have
Let's go
different
look at
flavors.
this.
So that's
So it has a little bit of a blower there to blow out the.
get that texture.
Oh, that distributes it.
It's almost like a negative pressure as you get better.
That looks fairly clean.
He's gonna swing around right there where you are.
So can it steam milk?
No, it's
No,
only
okay.
pulling shots.
Just pulling
So
shots.
you still need a barista,
Okay.
to craft the drink. Jerry is the U.S. champion crafting a drink. So a barista would sit there and grab a espresso and do the latte, whatever.
Okay.
Service.
What coffee are you using today then? Is that his coffee or?
No, we're
Oh.
using Onyx coffee,
Ah, okay. Okay.
but he's crafting the drink with the.
So are they using this in their cafe as well? Onyx. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they have a Joy. If you go to their booth, they have that.
But I mean, they have it deployed in their cafes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we went into a Walmart headquarter office with it. So,
Oh. So how much is a setup like this?
This is 85 and this is 60,000
What's the difference between the two?
because it includes all the equipment surrounding it. We're using Lamarzocco grinder and the espresso machine.
Oh,
This
okay,
one
okay.
only requires that, you know, the water dispenser.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, but the arms or the robotics are still the
Exactly,
same. Okay.
yeah.
Right.
Just two separate applications, that's all.
Gotcha. Thanks.
No problem.
All right, let's see what this guy's got here. Some kind of drink. And this drink is a coffee painkiller, pineapple, mango, espresso, coconut. All right, let's go in and see Kogu. Oh, that's kind of sweet and interesting. That's actually a fun. I'm gonna go tell this guy. Hey man, what's your impetus behind this drink?
Oh, so it's one of the classic tiki cocktails, painkiller, and I think just the coffee as well, flavors, the coconut, passion fruit, and pineapple.
Nice. You know what? It's one of the most fun drinks I've had of a cigarette drink. The guy was telling me you're like a champion.
Yes. So this year I won the Coffee and Good Spirit Championship, and so I'll be representing the U.S. in Geneva this year.
All right, all right. Well, you know what? One of the better signatures I've ever had. So, thank you. Nice, fun, enjoyable, juicy, beautiful. Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you. Thanks. All right, let's go now. And she's still busy with someone. We're gonna come back. Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, right. It's sleep. Welcome back.
Thank you, Sarah. So I have the live stream running.
Oh, hello, Alexis.
This is Sarah. How's it
I
going?
am Sarah.
So, would you give them a tour of what you have?
Yeah, of
All right.
course. So we'll start over here. I don't know how much you've been told, but the majority of our products are made in Tsubame, Japan. So it's an area of Japan that has had steel in their bones and in the soil for like 400 years. Very famous for steel manufacturing. This is Heddle. As you can see, it pours beautifully straight down. And we're going into our lovely dripper right here. The idea with the dripper, as you can see, even though there's water in there, it's not like spilling out the sides or anything. And the idea with the dripper is that because the walls are exposed, the gas can escape more easily.
Okay.
So that you can get your bloom time a little faster. And then we've also got a lot of different like kind of camping products for people on the go. Maybe you're a hiker, maybe you're just not wanting to brew at home, you want to go to the park. So we've got this spout. It's this spout right here that you can attach to quite a few different surfaces, and it works like a kettle.
Oh, wow.
So you can get a nice steady stream, you can get a little drip going.
And that can be adapted to practically any vessel then, right?
Yeah, it really, I mean, there's obviously limitations, but you can make it work. And then of course, it's kind of been the star of our show is that we've got our, this is truly for camping, right? Or on the go, I should say. I keep telling people they're gonna take it hiking. So it's a dripper that, of course, it can collapse into the vessel, but you can also put our small coffee bean canister in. It fits in. The dripper also fits in.
Oh, nice.
There. All you need maybe is a mug, I guess, and some hot water, and you are good to go. Take this with you anywhere.
Nice.
And of course, we've got our canisters. They're lovely. They're not so much for like a I mean, of course, you could use them in a cafe if you'd like, but in American cafes, we tend to use a lot of beans.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're really great for home use. So we have different scoops. We have this one that can hang off the side like this. And of course, we've got this one right here that, I don't know about y'all, but I lose stuff in drawers all the time. So putting it compact like that, you're not gonna lose it. You know where it is. It doesn't stab you when you're trying to cook eggs. Like, it's great. And then we've got different scoops. We've got our brush right here. This is a double-walled cup that's been really popular. People have been interested in it as a tumbler. This is of course, for steaming quite a bit of milk.
Nice. Is this a particular type of hair?
So I don't know too much about this one. I know this is our one made in China product.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not as familiar with this.
I'm surprised considering all the brush makers in Japan, you know?
I don't quite know myself what's up with
Okay.
And then we've got our grinders, of course. They're great for pour-overs. If you're looking for just a nice pour-over, that's what all you're gonna need. And then we've got this grinder right here that has a sifter attached to the bottom so that you can sort the fines, so you don't have to have all those little tiny bits that you'll get with like impreciseness. You can just filter them out yourself within the grinder and get exactly what you want.
Do you happen to know what the screen size is for that?
The screen size?
Yeah.
Like the you mean
the fine? What's the?
Oh, I don't know. That would be a great question for our Japanese sales.
Okay.
I don't know the specifics on that one. And then we have another fine sifting canister. We also make paper filters, and so we've got a filter case in metal.
Does that hold two sides? Is that right? Did I see that?
Two sides.
Oh, it is. Okay.
It is divided, so you
Okay.
can put multiple sizes
Perfect.
in. And we have a plastic one as well that has a little bit of a divide.
That's nice.
This divider, you can move it around. So let's say
nice.
you just have like a couple odd sized ones. You don't have to worry about taking up as much space. Of course, we've got a cup. Something that's been really popular, and it's a new product of ours, is these small kettles.
Okay.
They're great for just like a one-person pour. Very common and popular in Japan for an at-home pour. We have a lot of different sizes of kettles as well. This was our original product, but after last year, there was a lot of feedback about wanting a larger kettle, so they made a larger one so that we can pour more to larger tastes. And then we've got our two different brewing sizes, our three different sizes, our small, medium, and large, right here. And then over here, this is more tea goods. This is something that I'm a bit of a tea drinker myself, so I'm very into this. It's a grinder, so you can grind the tea into a fineness.
So does that mean you can take sencha and make it into matcha?
So it doesn't go matcha fine.
Okay.
You could push the limits and see where that takes you, but for manufacturing purposes, it doesn't go matcha fine. But you can get kind of the same consistency, and you can use it when you grind it. It's a way to get better extraction from the hot water in your tea, right? So you can use it with like our pour over for tea example.
I see. Okay.
And we also have these different, oh my goodness, strainers that they are extremely fine. I've never seen anything as fine as this. I'm sure it's difficult to capture on camera, but making sure you do not get any bits in your tea or in your teeth or in your mouth.
And these are really well paired for using with this kind of grinding. Okay.
And then we've got our canisters, also intended for they're intended for loose leaf tea, was their original thought process. But last year there was a lot of feedback about interest in matcha, as we know there's like a boom going on. So they made a smaller canister. This can hold, I believe, 30 to 40 grams of matcha, unsifted matcha. And so it was made specifically with that in mind. You can buy also a little scoop that packs right in. You don't have to worry about finding it. And they're also working on some other matcha products, but they're still in development.
Yeah, there's been a huge demand in matcha this past few years, right?
Yeah, massive boom in matcha. It's. I hear that even finding leaves has gotten difficult.
Wow. Okay.
And then also we've got these are kind of I have a soft spot for all of these. I think they're absolutely stunning. This teapot that has this beautiful flat profile. All of them can, or I shouldn't say all of them. These two can be dishwashed. This one can go on heat and be dishwashed. These are hand wash only. The concern is like there's plastic bits on these.
Oh, these are plastic, not.
This one is real wood.
This is wood. Okay.
The brown ones are real wood, which is absolutely why you can't put them in the dishwasher. If you ever put like a wooden cutting board in the dishwasher, you know it kind of destroys the beauty.
Right. Okay.
But these are safe for the
And these are plastic or some kind of polycarbonate, or
Yes.
Okay.
And so all of them come with the same type of tea strainer that you can put in. So you can put your tea in here. You can pour your hot water in, and then I'm always telling people you put it on a little tray. You got your little cup right here. You go sit outside. You watch the sun. You watch the clouds. Don't look into the sun. You pour your tea, and then you can just have a nice little sip and a nice little moment.
Oh, nice.
So it's great for brewing tea in.
Okay.
And then, of course, we've got these are our Triton products. So BPA-free, extremely sturdy.
Now, was this developed for the camping kind of side of things? Is that why they wanted to go for something like that, or?
I think it was, baristas have slippery fingers. And it's kind of like a lot of shops have difficulty, like, just like keeping their products safe. Like,
Of course.
Right? So I think it was, a lot of them were made with that in mind, where people wanted a beautiful solution. It looks like glass, but it's still plastic, so it's dishwasher safe. You can like throw it around, it can get beat up. Your baristas can drop all of them, no problem.
Do you know much about their scratch resistance, or?
So they're not like 100% scratch resistant, but you'd have to be trying or taking like a knife to it.
Okay.
to scratch it up. And they also hold up pretty well in dishwashing.
Okay. And they come in 3 sizes for these,
So these
right?
we've gotten 3 sizes in
Okay.
terms of if you want that kind of pyramid-y shape. And then we have a straight up and down one right there. And of course our camping, our on-the-go set. I don't know why my image is of people like at farms. They're like, I need to like do like a cupping at my farm in the field, and then they're like suddenly.
Oh, they do. They do. They really do.
Right? And so this is my image of what this is perfect for. This is my. I was like, oh, we've made the solution for a very specific profession.
Nice. Perfect.
And then we also have our cups, which have been incredibly popular.
Now, are these designed for any particular type of drink or usage?
So they're not designed for anything in particular. They're mainly designed with versatility in mind. So they are double walled, so they've got that insulation for hot and cold, and they don't have a lot of condensation on them. They can't, and of course, sturdiness is in mind.
Okay.
So that you can throw it around, people can break it, it can slip out of their hands, even though because of its kind of like slightly curved shape, it will be steady.
These could be nice for like summer outdoor glasses.
Yes,
Yeah, like on the
lovely
deck.
for outdoors. You can take them camping with you. You can take them anywhere, or you can use them in a cafe. Absolutely no problem.
And this is the largest at 11 ounces? Is that right?
This is currently our largest. We have some people interested in a larger size.
I mean, it's America, you know.
Especially with like putting ice in, I can understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, no problem. Hope you have a good steer.
All right. See, I'll be back later. I'll see you later. All right, so there is Kugu. What is actually the most, what to me is like the most interesting stuff here. Like I've seen a lot of stuff here, and there's a lot of cool stuff, but the only thing I'm compelled to buy is that. But you guys all know about that. We're not going to talk about that. So let's continue walking. Craig says that real matcha isn't made from gyokuru either. but there is no standard definition. I have no idea how matcha is made. I know it's ground. I don't know what it's from though. I'm presuming there must be some kind of matcha. What do you call it? Matcha tea. Like it must come from a particular leaf. Here is the Peruvian coffees. Some packaging gear. I'm kind of like, this is tea. It changes everything about your coffee. What's going on here? Oh, titanium. Oh. Is it hammered? How do you get, what is the texturing? Oh, really? Wow. How much is something like, because titanium is pretty expensive, right? $10? It comes in the box? No. So what's so special about this cup? Now, it's just single wall or is it double wall? Oh, so no transfer of heat. $10? All right, I'll get one. I'll buy one.
Which one?
She said there's only one available, right?
No, we don't sell those. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. It's a display only. I'm sorry.
Oh, she said you're selling them. No.
This one.
Are you selling them or?
This one for $10.
Right. So.
Yeah, that one's $10. You can buy.
Right.
You can buy. This? No.
No. I know. I mean, yeah. This one.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Still titanium too.
What's that? And it's double. She said it's double wall.
This one's not double wall.
It's not double wall, so it will transfer heat.
It will, yes.
Okay, very good.
You're doing live?
Or do you? Yeah. do you take cards or?
Do you have cash?
I have cash.
Yeah, I can.
You have change? Okay, excellent. We're going to try it. So tell us about this. Tell us about your product.
So this is a titanium new lineup.
Now, what's the finishing?
So the finishing is natural finishing. We put titanium muds into the oven for 1,000 degrees and cook for hours. So everything come out naturally. Oh. Yeah, so everything.
I've never seen titanium products with this kind of finish.
We are the first one actually making.
So it's kind of a crystallization of the metals.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, we call them crystalline finishing. So this is actually double wall, vacuum insulated. Okay. So keep your drinks hot for hours, right? Oh. The titanium beauty part about titanium is they don't react with any flavors whatsoever.
Right.
So don't interact with the.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So it's kind of in game for the coffee lovers.
Nice.
Yeah, super lightweight, and then good for coffee.
Awesome.
All right, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks. But I need my change.
I didn't give you change?
No, not yet.
Here's
Perfect.
the change. Yeah.
Thank you, Chad. Appreciate it.
Take care.
All right, so I got a cup. That looked kind of interesting, so I thought I figured we'd get one and try it. Let's see what else there to see around here. There's a big line for V60. Oh, they're giving away V60 stuff. The last thing I need is more V60 stuff. All right. Oh, Paige, that's right. I just noticed. See that like red thing here, Paige? That's G&H Grinding Solutions. I only saw your message. Paige sent me a message yesterday about checking out something. I forgot now what it was on Instagram, and I didn't see it till like last night. So my apologies, but yeah, that's where it's going. If that's where that event you sent me a link to, or whoever. Oh, it's Pepe Hihon was brewing coffee or something. It was going to be here at Gary Horn's Grinding Solutions. So, yeah, there it is. But they've got a whole bunch of grinders and stuff like that. Really interesting stuff. Baratza, we saw Baratza already. I think pretty much over our live streams, I think we've pretty much covered just about everything here at the show, unless there's something else that I'm missing. Pepe Hihon, that's what it was. Yeah, so that would have been here. And there's Gary Horn in the blue. That's Gary. Yeah, that was only yesterday. Sorry. AeroPress says Timor actually had a new premium hand grinder with a weird new tall burr. Oh, I think I saw that on Friday. I think that's the one that's very similar to the one we saw today. Here's some famous people. See this guy here in this in the gray? That's Kentaro Maruyama from Maruyama Coffee in Japan. Famous coffee retailer and famous green buyer. Probably buying more green coffee from Swiss Water. Monan has this drink they have a new yuzu pineapple flavoring that I tried yesterday that was actually pretty good. One of their drink people made me a pineapple yuzu soda that was quite actually. I'm gonna see if this guy will make me one. Hey, good man, how are you? Good to see you.
Good.
How's everything?
Yeah, just living the dream, man.
Oh man, that's so awesome. So I hear we have yuzu pineapple.
Yuzu pineapple.
Is that the big thing? That's the big thing. What's Starfruit Yellow?
Yeah, so Monin is a clean label flavoring company.
Right.
So we just launched our full line of it's a clean label energy concentrate.
What does that mean?
Basically, 80 milligrams natural caffeine, no artificial colors, preservatives. All you gotta do, ice, club soda, and you got it ready to go and be refreshed.
Oh, okay.
So we just launched, we got, like I said, we got 6 flavors in the natural. We're gonna Starfruit Yellow, Dragon Fruit Pink, Powerfruit Purple, we got Berry Blue over there, Yumberry Red. Then we got this exciting product called Glacier Clear. This is gonna be more like neutral base, very subtle.
So this is just caffeine in liquid form, essentially, right? Okay.
So very subtle lemon lime flavor to it, but very subtle.
Oh, interesting.
It's more of a base that you can then use any of our clean label flavorings. We've got over 180 clean label flavors. And you can add those genes to be able to make a customized handcrafted.
Because this kind of stuff has really been exploding, right, in cafes?
Yeah, it came out of the Pacific Northwest, really started to push that trend this way.
Okay.
So that iced beverage is kind of Starbucks, you see Chick-fil-A, you see a lot of people come out with these iced beverages. So being able to implicate something that's outside of the company. So if you want, we can make you one.
Yeah, can I try one of these, like Starfruit Yellows?
Actually, I just made one up.
Awesome. Perfect. Let's see what that's.
Like I said, so what you're going to get in 2 pumps, which is going to be a 16-ounce glass. You're going to get 80 milligrams of natural caffeine. That's all them coffee berry, green coffee extract, and then some DNA in there to kind of subtle the sugars from giving caffeine, and then you're going to
Awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to check it out a little bit. Thanks, man. All right, here it is. Cafe. So I've had the pink drink from, Starbucks, and I kind of like that. So I like fruity drinks, right? This is all right. So here's a gathering of coffee people. I don't know why they're gathering here. But this is the Cup of Excellence booth. So yesterday we were asked about Cup of Excellence. Cup of Excellence is a separate organization than the others. They do their own thing. They're making coffee here. What coffee are you making?
I'm making some Cup of Excellence coffee.
Oh, nice.
We're starting with, from Guatemala, Cup of Excellence, 4th place. Pacamara.
Oh.
Delicious coffee. We're just saying Pacamara does well. It does really well.
Awesome.
One of my favorites. Then we're going to brew Cup of Excellence number 1, Honduras. Ben has La Salsa Geisha, $135 a pound that lot sold for, which is the highest price Honduras has ever seen in history for coffee. We already had that purchase that lot as we're friends with Ben, and he made that lot for us. So we did COE one, and then we went and bought winning auction lots even though we had the same lot, because it was really cool to support what he's doing.
support Build Excellence, buy at the high price tag, sell at the high price tag. We're selling that coffee right now, $45 per cup.
Nice. And how are you preparing in the cafe for that?
Like this.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit of flour. We take the aromatic to the table to share the aroma. There is like an information card that will go out with the coffee, telling a bit of backstory, QR code for like more information, and then really the right water, the right grinder, and a little bit of like love and attention, and yeah.
Right on, right on. So as you can see, this is all from Proud Mary. And Nolan is from Proud Mary. All right, we'll come back in. There is a Green Coffee Connect where they have different events happening here for green coffee. There's a lecture going on here. Whoop. There's a lecture going on here that you can check out. And some drinks here. So very nice, very nice. Jamie says, origami, I've never tried origami. Is it worth it? I mean, I think it's as worth it as it can be. What's up, Susie? This is Susie Spindler. She is the chief of Cup of Excellence.
I am the creator from a long time ago. I'm good.
Everything going well?
Yes.
What's happening today? Anything interesting?
Well, this is interesting.
Right.
I mean, Nolan's always interesting. Proud Mary always pulls a crowd. But yeah, just meetings and old people that we've seen and all our old family. All of our friends and family. You have to come over here, yes.
Absolutely.
All of our friends and family.
What's the lecture happening in the Green Connect? Do you know? Okay. Oh, I thought you guys were running the whole thing
No.
there.
We had a cupping yesterday, but they're doing. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So Susie, many years ago, was the founder of Cup of Excellence, and she's been the driving force of it for over the decades that it's been running. Current president now is Erwin Nirish, who Erwin's not around. He's probably doing meetings. Important and powerful people are doing those kind of things, and Nolan is still trying to brew. Okay, now he's starting. All right, let's see.
Fourth place Cup of Excellence from Guatemala to Pacamara from Ponderosa. One of my favorites. Delicious coffee.
We're trying to create a crowd.
We're bringing a crowd, bring some heat. We've got some really special coffees to share with you guys today.
This is the number 4 you said?
That is, yeah. And then Niall has Honduras Cup of Excellence number 1. The winning lot from Honduras last year. Lost that geisha.
Now, do you normally use the origamis at your shops?
Yeah.
Why do you choose origami?
I like how versatile it is, how quick you can go or slow you can go.
First place Honduras.
We just around it. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a particular choice for filters then as well, or?
Cafe X, but I also really like the Seabarist. I know those are both today.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think is the advantage of Seabarist?
It depends what you're brewing on, but it does allow more food, and so that can be a good thing. It can be nice to chew on solubles a little bit.
Okay.
Kind of like a French press. Didn't like it's a bit too dirty, but something about it is kind of nice. It's in between. It's a little bit more than a normal paper. And the fast flow rate is a good thing.
So, were you the one that actually bought the coffees?
Yeah, me and Niall and James, there's three of us.
What made you decide to go for this rather than the number one?
It's Pacamara, and it's awesome. And like anything in that top 5 is awesome. And often at the auction, it really depends who else wants something. You know, we're all trying to outbid each other a little bit. And then we got lucky on that one.
Okay.
Sometimes you fall in love with something so much that you don't care about the price. And that's what that example there is.
Okay.
At $135 a pound, we were madly in love, you know, and it was more of an emotional thing. Well, it's an awesome coffee, but it kind of
Right.
That's why we went so high. You know?
Okay.
I actually have a bunch of Kalita filters. Oh, really? Yeah. Because I got them for the rib, and they're slightly too big. There's like a smaller size, and I'm an idiot. I bought them. Yeah. It's so simple.
Yeah. Yep.
45. I don't think we drank anything. I want to. It's on the other. Oh, it isn't?
No. Yeah, it's like a
So if the Benjamin Pass is sold for $45, how much is this being sold for by the cup?
I want to say this one, Niles, like we're selling this around $14 a cup, like Guatemala. Sound right? Yeah. Actually, we have has the coffee that I'm brewing right now. A couple of experts went up from Honduras. He's coming to take over the bar on Tuesday.
Thank you.
He's roasted 3 really special coffees on his bar.
Naomi, this is from Proud Mary. They're out of Austin. This is the 4th place Cup of Excellence of Honduras or Guatemala.
It's really exciting. So nice to have the first time he's been in Austin.
Yeah, it's practice.
Let's step out of the way while we taste. I mean, here's the thing. When you're talking Cup of Excellence, especially the top 5, top 10, they'll all be excellent. It's kind of one of those things where you buy... It's easy to make great coffee when you buy nice ingredients, right? So the ingredients are always going to be very solid.
I turned around. I was like, I can't do this. Yeah, exactly.
Juicy, sweet, good brightness, nice clarity. Of course, lighter, brighter. All right, that's nice. That's nice. So there is I gotta go meet someone now because it's almost noon here in Houston. But actually interesting seeing this guy Nolan, that's the owner. Oh, what's going on?
Not much. How you doing, Neil? Good to see you, man.
What are you up to? We're live streaming. If you don't mind.
Oh my God.
This is Neil Oni. How are
Hello.
you? What's going on, man? What are you doing nowadays?
I work for an importer, Stone Specialty importer, and I do all their buying and quality control.
Oh, nice, man. How long have you been doing that with them?
6 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing the buying part for a year now, but I've been with the company.
Oh,
for
okay,
6.
okay. So do you have an area you specialize in for buying?
We do a lot of Brazil, Vietnam, and then all over, Central America, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and then basically wherever else. So, I try to say yes whenever somebody does anything,
So are you going to like all these countries as well pretty regularly?
I try to. These days, it's harder to do, but,
well, I heard Brazil just instituted new visa registry.
They have a new visa registry, yes, but it's not hard to get it. It's easy. It's just a couple, $20 or something like that. But,
okay.
Yeah, I'll be going to Brazil this summer when the harvest is going.
Right.
And then Vietnam in the fall.
So, nice. Vietnam's nice.
Yeah, me too. It's great. How are you?
I'm good,
How's
man.
life?
We're good. We're good.
Awesome.
We're making videos.
Yeah, that's good. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You're looking good.
Thanks.
Yeah, awesome. All right. I'm gonna go.
So there it is. Neil Oni, I've got him. Known him for a long time. Oh, here, yeast for fermentation. Yeast for fermentation. Oh, look at that. So these are different yeasts. Yeast for cherry fermentation by Fermentis is a Le Safra. So we've got variety Casillo from Pereira, Colombia, the La Zulia, natural process. So we've got 4 different ones, no fermentation with dry inoculation. Let's do some tasting. Hello.
Can I help you?
Thank you, that'd be very kind.
Do you want to try the different coffees?
Yes, that would be lovely.
So these are processed with different yeast.
Yes, I see that. So this is just nothing.
This is a control. Yeah.
Right, okay, perfect. Oh, that's more than enough, yeah, thank you.
What do you do?
Oh, I do roasting. I do YouTube videos too, but I actually work in the business, so I'm not just a YouTuber, so.
You could be both, yes.
Could be both. All right, so.
Okay, so this one is inoculated with a yeast called Green Origin.
What does that mean? Like, what is the?
To be honest, it was chosen by the marketing team more to represent what the yeast. It's called Green Origin because it really reveals the coffee variety. It's not overpowering. Some of our yeast are more fruity. This one is really more respectful of the green coffee, taking it to the next level, I would say.
So, in order to use your yeast, what does the producer have to do to kill the natural fermentation?
No, there is nothing you can do to kill, but there are definitely ways of time that you can inoculate the yeast that can help the yeast that you inoculate to have more chance to grow and become.
So it's not like in wine production where they're titrating the yeast.
With SO2 or sulfites, no.
Okay.
I mean, maybe at some point the coffee industry will get to that. I don't know.
But currently they're just adding.
At this time, you just add it, and the chance is that in the fermentation you will have native yeast and the inoculated yeast together.
Right. Okay. So
That
the idea is to like overpower the native yeast. Right?
To take over a large part of the fermentation.
Understood.
But because of the condition, like you say, of the yeast, you will never take over all the yeast of the bacteria. Right?
Very good. Very good. Very good. Oh, a little more juicy that time. Oh. That's an interesting fruitiness to that. That's very different than the first one.
Yes,
Okay.
they're very distinctive coffees.
Yes.
And I think what's the most interesting, beyond looking at the name, is just to see how different and distinctive these coffees are.
Okay. Yes. And then this is Cool Blue.
This is Cool Blue.
What is generally what is it?
So it's called Cool Blue because it's a strain that was in the first place selected because it can ferment at very low temperature.
Okay.
And so for people that are at high altitude, very cool at night, can still grow and ferment at this very low temp.
Look, what kind of temperature range are we
See,
talking
it can
about?
go, 8 Celsius, so it can still really thrive compared to native organisms. So that's why it's called cold bloom. The notion
Gotcha.
of high altitude.
Perfect.
It was difficult because it's not being
Oh, that is very different.
It's
drier. It's a drier
Yeah, it's a
character.
very distinctive profile, this one. I actually enjoy it. It's
You like
I
white
think
wine?
it has some.
You like white wine?
Yes.
That's exactly
I'm
what.
from the wine industry. Yeah, you're right.
I can totally see that. Because it has that tannic character.
Yeah, but it also has some nutty character that I think is nice. Do you have that?
Oh yeah, kind of like a peanutty.
Yes,
right
exactly.
here. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's, which doesn't always come out with this yeast, but in this case, I thought it's interesting.
Right on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This
And then our
one,
last one.
it's an experimental product. It's not commercial.
Okay.
It's a lactic bacteria.
Oh, so are
So
we
it's
talking
not a
about
yeast.
getting more like creamy notes out of it?
Creamy notes, potentially lactic notes, some fruitiness,
Okay.
depending on. It's definitely very distinctive as well. Some people really like it.
Now, what's been the impetus to developing this yeast?
What is the what?
What's the reason to develop the yeast? And what's been driving the development of this yeast?
So this is bacteria. It's not
Right.
yeast. The last
Oh,
one.
okay. No,
But,
that's it.
because people love, there is a trend to do lactic fermentation, anaerobic fermentation. In this condition, the bacteria can really thrive.
Okay.
So it would be a good fit for this type of fermentation. But just because it's a very distinctive flavor, it brings acidity, brings fruitiness. So we thought it was an interesting organism to set up for coffee, but it's an experimental product. So
Gotcha.
It's not
Gotcha.
commercial.
Gotcha.
We're actually welcoming the feedback about it.
Oh,
so.
okay, good. I will give you some feedback. I love it. It's also a dry kind of finish.
It's actually pretty dry.
It's
It's
you know
very
what?
intense. Yeah.
You say my mistake was like trying to think too much about it.
Yes.
Thinking that it'd be more creamy.
Before you actually try
Yeah,
it.
it's less creamy than I was expecting, so I'm a little bit surprised by it.
So it's a very intense coffee, I think.
Yeah,
Very different.
very different, but
That's
very
it.
interesting.
You can see the power of the microorganism.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
right?
yes.
The same coffee, different treatments.
Very nice, very
Yes.
nice. It is very dry. The bacteria.
Yeah, you're not the first person to say it.
Okay.
It's possible if we look at the numbers, because we have all the numbers, that the fermentation went a little bit further. So
Oh, it went further than you wanted?
no, just further than the control.
Oh, I see, okay.
It's possible that you have less residual sugar, but maybe more esters,
Oh,
more
okay.
aromatic compounds.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you very much, Anne. I appreciate it.
Thank you for stopping by.
All right. I'll give this to you, right?
Take your coffee. You want me to get rid of this?
Good, thank you.
All right. Have a
All
good
right.
rest of
See,
your
have a
day.
good one.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was quite interesting. Some yeast and a little bit of bacteria to try. Yeah, okay, so time for me to go. Hope you have a wonderful day out there. I will probably not be able to do any more live streaming for this show because, well, the show's going to end by the time I finish my stuff today. So, hope you guys have a great one. Thanks for tuning in. And tomorrow's Monday, so we'll be back with another regular episode of the Coffee Q&A. So those of you may be trying to for the first time, we do the Coffee Q&A most Monday through Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern here on the OnoCoffee channel. So hope you have a great one. And look, there's some more pastry. I'm going to have to go get more pastry. So, all right, see you then.